Okay, we moved Jackson. The next one we're going to talk about is threshold training, okay? And then in the next video we'll talk about how to increase the utilization of oxygen in the muscles, which is really more, you can do with cardio, but it's also, there's lifting techniques to improve how well the muscles utilize oxygen, which we'll get to in that other video. But let's touch on threshold training. So if you remember in the first video, we talked about that point at which the supply for oxygen is too high. The demand for oxygen is too high and there's not enough of the supply, so you have to switch to anaerobic. Okay, so everything on this side, aerobic, everything on this side, anaerobic. This dotted line is the threshold. The goal is to increase this threshold. Okay, no matter what you're doing in life, having a higher percentage threshold is a good thing. Okay, so how do we do it? Simple. You need to know your threshold, which is the hard part. Talk to Andy about scheduling a VO2 test if you wanted to do that. There's other tests you can use that give you an estimate also, but that's another video for another time. Power over here, heart rate over here. To train, to move this line, to shift it forward, you want to be working at plus or minus 5 beats per minute from what your threshold is. So let's say your threshold is 160. You want to spend 3 to 10 minutes between 155 and 165. Okay? You can do that 2 to 5 sets in a workout, 1 to 2 times a week. That's what's going to help increase that threshold. That's what's going to move that line. Where'd our pen go? That's what's going to move that anaerobic threshold line forward. So again, now I can produce this much power and still be in an aerobic zone, which means I can do it longer, okay? Versus doing this much power and now being anaerobic. All right, so hopefully that helps. Questions on that? Let me know.